Hello, it is I. We are back. Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. I am roasting. I have pins and needles in my right hand. We're off to a great start. But we are hitting continue, and we are carrying on with this trip to Cordona. Many locals despise Brits. I mean, is that not true of literally any country in the world, including Britain? Like, as a Brit, many locals despise Brits. Yeah, so in the last episode, if you want to call it that, we were investigating the mystery surrounding a guy and his lost diamond that he thought that like had been stolen by a ghost, and then there was a psychic and the psychic murdered the guy's girlfriend. It was very chaotic. There was a lot going on. But now I think we are going to try and find Sherlock's mother's grave? I think that's where we're at. What do you mean you don't know what happened yet? We've solved that case. That case has been concluded. Back to Cordona. Alright, wait, we've read that. Yeah, so time to go to the cemetery and Miner's End. There's a figure of a crying angel in Mother's tombstone. So... Ah! Okay! So I said in the first episode that I thought there was something a bit off about Sherlock's friend John, because he kept appearing in rooms. He was, like, I would leave a room and he was behind me, and then I would open up a door and he was in the next room. Like the Joker in Arkham Knight, like he could just like ping pong around the hotel, and I was like, kind of giving me the feeling that like he's maybe not there. And okay, we've now confirmed John is imaginary, which was what I was kind of assuming, especially since no other character seemed to acknowledge that he was there. So it says, my imaginary friend John. John has been my friend since childhood. I cannot remember a time without him. He cannot accept that only I can see him. Well, if he's imaginary, like, that, you're making him think that. Also, the fact that he seemed to be calling out Sherlock on, like, if he was, like, acting, like, aggressive or something, like, John would be like, you didn't have to act like that. Like, he seems to function as, like, Sherlock's conscience. Loving this guy's look. This place is gorgeous. This place is so pretty. Yeah, I kind of got the feeling that John maybe wasn't actually there, and like that's now been confirmed, so that's nice. But it does beg the question, it's interesting that, like, I mean, I've never read the Sherlock Holmes novels. Something I really think I should do, considering like I've consumed like so much like Sherlock Holmes media over the years, like these games, the BBC Sherlock programme, the Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr. Like, I've consumed a lot of Sherlock Holmes media, and I have no source material to compare it to because I've never read them. But like, I don't know.
Why walk when we can ride?
Yeah, I get it. So are we getting in this carriage, maybe? No, what I was gonna say was that, like, I don't know if Sherlock ever had an imaginary friend named John, or if this is something that they've added for this game. But if so, really interesting that his childhood, like, imaginary friend ends up having the same name as his, like, future, like, partner in crime solving.
A free ride for every hotel visitor. Just tell me where to go.
Yeah, intriguing. It's an odd one. It's an odd one. The, just the sheer existence of John. But I'm definitely curious now to see how he plays into this story.
I won't tell anyone.
It's just a goodbye, John. It won't be difficult. I've already come to terms with my mother's passing.
So
I feel like you
really
haven't.
don't remember?
To what do you refer?
The funeral. Sherlock, you were distraught. At first, I thought this visit would dredge up those feelings, but you've been remarkably level.
John, I think I was too young to understand. I couldn't fathom why she would leave me.
Perhaps that pain is best left forgotten.
On the contrary, it's why I'm visiting her grave. To remember her.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Like, I'm not even sure if we, like, from what I know of Sherlock Holmes through, like, cultural osmosis, I can't remember his, like, family ever being, like, particularly relevant, but I, again, don't know because I never read them.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry. Concentrate, and I'm sure it will come back to you.
Ask the receptionist about my room. It's time to visit the set. Oh, right. We've already asked the receptionist about the room, considering we're not, you know, there anymore. Remembering the funeral. John asked if I remember Mother's funeral. I don't, but I can try to recall something. Okay, so we want to pin that. So what are you wanting me to concentrate on? Where did it go? I saw a thing. Ah. Mycroft was adamant.
Was adamant that we leave for London immediately after the funeral. He never told me why, but I saw how unsettled he was by the long requiem.
Mycroft and I had to leave for London just after the funeral.
The service was sparsely attended. Though my parents were buried separately, the pastor said they're united in heaven. I didn't believe him even then.
Only a few people attended the service and all were silent.
I wanted to see her one last time before the coffin was interred and say how I loved her. The chance never came. I feel rather faint.
You're fine, you're fine. It's over now. You remembered everything. It will get easier soon.
Yeah, so like John's very much like a manifestation of like Sherlock's, like, I don't know how to describe it, not like inner feelings, but like more than that, like here he's like trying to make him like remember like a repressed memory. Like John's sort of like a conduit for Sherlock to try and kind of understand his own thoughts, like someone to bounce ideas off of and like help him like think about things, but really it's just him talking to himself, but he's like a physical like manifestation of just Sherlock speaking to himself.
I thought you wanted to remember, Sherry.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it will come back
Oops,
to you.
what the heck was that? Oh, it's a camera. I pressed that button completely by accident. But cool, camera. We can take photos of my mother's grave. That's normal. To be fair, I took a photo of my grand's grave, so maybe that is actually quite normal. God, the pins and needles in my hand. At least I know that, like, I can't be mad that he's, like, invading John Locke, because he's not real. John Locke is still true.
It seems familiar, John. Why is it here?
John's like, if you don't know, I don't know. I'm in your head, sir. Violet Holmes. Wasn't Sherlock's parents, like, in... Well, I don't actually know. Can't remember if they played his parents. Like, I remember, like, Benedict Cumberbatch's parents were in Sherlock, but I can't remember if they were Sherlock's parents. Or if they were someone else. But I remember they were in Sherlock. 1829 to 1869. Oh, she was only 40. That's awful.
Rest in peace, Violet Holmes. Goodbye, Mother. This watch was a gift. My mother's initials are engraved on it. The piece is in good condition. It must have been placed here only recently.
Gasp. Who placed it?
A candle in a small puddle of wax.
Oh yeah, someone must have left
Cannot
it.
have been lit for more than half an hour.
Otherwise it would have
How
melted.
you want to spend this time?
This is my mother's pocket watch, John. Who put it here and why? Are you not in the slightest bit interested?
This is excessive, Sherlock. Can you not let the mystery be?
John, have you met Sherlock Holmes before? Because, like, when has he ever? Right. Someone lit the candle and left a pocket watch in my mother's grave. The pocket watch belonged to my mother and shows no sign of exposure to the elements. The candle was lit no more than half an hour ago. I wonder, like, there's a guy up here. I wonder if we can ask him.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone
No.
else can help better, sir.
I mean, it doesn't actually say I'm supposed to ask people, but...
Could you help me?
A man like you should not speak to a man like me.
This isn't working. You might need a different tack.
I wish John would stop judging me. Like, Sherlock keeps asking the same thing to everything. Every person we meet, I'll go mad. Doesn't he realise something's not working? Will you stop judging me, though? Let me live my life, actually. Jonathan. Right, where am I meant to be looking? Okay, what is this running animation? Not to be a dick, but what is this? What the heck is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway. Where am I meant to go? I mean, it says look around. What is the eye again? Why can I never remember how this game works? Use concentration. Oh shit, I was probably supposed to do that at the grave then, eh? He's gonna... What is he doing? What is he doing? This running is that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. What the hell? Alright, yeah, there we go. Footprints. Fashionable shoes, 27 inches between footprints, about 5'5",
A man
brand
in
new.
fashionable shoes stood near the tomb. The size of the prints suggest he is approximately 5.5 feet tall.
I mean, it's still showing a concentration thingy. Ah, here we go. Bike wheel trace.
You were about to tell me the make and model of tyre, but let me assure you, I do not care.
Ah, well, it was going to be very impressive. Come on then, the trail continues ahead.
How about stop being a dick, John? Right, where am I meant to go? Maybe I'm supposed to be... Oh wait, hang on, there we are. Bike. Bike. Oh, it's a penny farthing. Look at that. We love to see it. Ah.
You mustn't be far away to leave it unattended.
Elongated space,
portable
leather
easel was kept there.
straps. A portable easel? So an artist?
The Hospitaller crypts. If memory serves, they're located at the far end of the cemetery around an old tree.
They are, I ran past them.
I hope that inspiration strikes upon visiting these beautiful vaults. At the very least, you'll enjoy the view. Yours, Mercurio.
Okay. I saw it go yellow. I saw it. Swear to God.
It's stained with oil paint.
An artist working in a cemetery? Do you think he'd paint my portrait?
No, because no one can see you. Okay, so we... Well, now it's saying talk to someone. Maybe this guy?
Do you know anything about this?
Your money doesn't impress me.
Yeah, it says look around here, but also it's saying that I need to ask someone about the bike. Ah,
Oh, it's that ridiculous artist from the hotel.
Be nice, Sherry. Make friends.
Mr. Holmes, did you come for another portrait? No, I jest. You gave quite the performance last night. The hotel was abuzz with your name. I must say I was rather absorbed in it all. The fallibility of men. Such scandal.
It was a welcome distraction.
Oh, my manners. I am Werner Vogel, art enthusiast and gallery proprietor.
Mr.
pretty
Vogel,
sure you're
I
Elton John.
was perhaps too curt when last we spoke.
Speak no more of it. Travel takes it out of any man, never mind when this is your destination. Once I learned who you were, the pieces fell into place. Your mother was well liked on Codona in her time here. I was sorry to hear of her passing.
Does your gallery feature more than just portraiture?
Oh, of course. We display landscapes, sculpture, modern pieces too.
something is etching.
I am sure we have something that will move you. You must stop by.
Only music moves me, I'm afraid.
Then you have simply not found your artist yet. Someone whose work hits you in your core. You're still young. I am sure we'll find them.
How did you come to possess my mother's pocket watch?
Oh my! It is quite something to witness those powers of deduction firsthand. Yes, I left you her timepiece. After her death, there was an estate sale. All of Cordona's elite picking of her remains. I couldn't let such a lovely thing go to those vultures. When I learned your name, I could no longer keep the watch in good conscience. It is yours by right, and I knew you'd find it here.
Thank you. I'd forgotten all about it.
Have a
but
rash.
The moment I saw it, I knew it was hers. Amazing what the young mind forgets and the older can recall. Rather odd, loitering in a cemetery.
I suspect you'll win, but I'm here for my art. There's beauty everywhere if you look, even in decay. A little darkness brings out the light. Now, a diligent observer might note that you too are loitering in a cemetery. What brings you here? Closure answers penance?
Closure, I suppose.
And what is closure? Mere proximity?
Understanding. Acceptance.
You didn't understand from afar. You had to come here to accept the truth of her death?
Of course I understand. She died of consumption, drowning in her own blood.
Your mother?
Yes, my mother.
I must have been misinformed. I'd heard otherwise.
Otherwise than consumption?
No, you'd know better than I. I'd heard talk of a police investigation, but Cordona is a notorious gossip. And what does it matter? She's passed on either way.
She has.
Well, I shall intrude no longer. I'll leave you to your closure. Do stop by the gallery if your travels permit. Farewell.
So that was a lot of information
Are
to
you
get in a
alright,
short space
Sherry?
of time.
Take as long as you need.
Yeah.
Whatever I need, it isn't here. We should explore Cordona. Perhaps there are archives that may shed further light.
Yeah, I have a rash on my wrist, and I have absolutely no idea where it's come from. And, like, I have eczema, but it's blisters eczema. It's not rash eczema. So I have, like, no idea where that has come from. It's as if I've, like, brushed against something I'm allergic to. I've got no idea what the fuck that is. That's so weird. Anyway, itchy as hell. We'll put some bite cream on it later or something. Yeah, so that was a lot of information. So, this dude, random, creepy Elton John, he got Sherlock's mother's pocket watch at an estate sale, took it to the grave to give it to Sherlock. And then Sherlock said about how his mother died of consumption, which that's the archaic name for something, but I can't remember what it is. Consumption. Ah, TB, yeah. It's one of the historical names for TB, and it says that she drowns in her own blood, but Elton John says that he was told that there was a police investigation, but he thinks that he must have been misinformed and that it's just gossip, but, yeah, interesting. So,
He's odd, Sherry. Even odder than I.
So I think Sherlock's a bit suspicious now that there seems to be people in Cordona seems to think that something else happened to his mother. I didn't actually read what that thing said. Oh right, I need to look in the archives. Ooh yeah, I love looking in the archives. Right. Werner Vogel is the man that left my mother's watch on her grave. Vogel claimed it was his way to return what already belonged to me. He also mentioned that there was a police investigation into my mother's death. I doubt that's true, but if they did, there would be something about it in the police archives. 10 years ago, we were living somewhere in Grand Sarre, which should help me narrow my search. Yeah, so he's wanting to find out if there's any, like, merit, any truth to, like, what this dude said. So, what do I do now? Because I missed the thing on the screen that told me what to do. Who says this in the archives? Do I need to, like, physically go to the archives? How do I do that? How do I do that? Meow. Oh, wow, we're outside. Where the heck are we? Where are we? Huh. Huh. Like, am I supposed to explore around here? Wow. Wait, what? This area is huge. Yo, what? This might be why we have a compass. We've got like a whole ass map here. Anyway, maybe if I go to a carriage, will it take me where I need to go?
Do you know anything about this? I have nothing to hide, sir, but
That wasn't
I've never heard
what
of this.
I meant. I wanted him to give me a lift. Or maybe not. So where am I going? I'm really good at this game, obviously. Ah, there we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, hang on. Oh my god, this map is huge. Oh wow. Okay, hang on. Let me just take a second to just take this in, because, okay, we've got a lot going on here. Right, so this is Miner's End. Miner's Market. Cordona Cemetery. Caesar's Bridge. Cordona Cemetery. Greek Bridge. And they've all got actual street names like Ripper Street. Silent Way. Lestrade Road. Oh, look, these are all oh my god, these are like references. Look, like Lestrade Road, Hound Road, like Hound of the Baskervilles. We've got Ripper, like from like the previous game where it was like Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Sinking Street is from the other Frogwares game, The Sinking City. Oh, this is funny. Magpie Street, Cobblepot Roads. Arsenal Street. What, like the football team? Adler Street, like Irene Adler. Disraeli, like Benjamin Disraeli, who was Prime Minister in the 1800s. Obviously not the entire 1800s, but like around the same time as the Sherlock Holmes series. Bonaparte Street, like Napoleon Bonaparte, obviously. Another figure of the late 1800s. Rickshaw Road. Scarlet Street is in like a study in Scarlet. That is so interesting. I love that. That's so clever. Okay, right. So we've got Cardona Chronicle, Cardona Police Station, Cardona City Hall. So those were the locations on that little tutorial thingy. It was saying to go to those locations, look it up. We've got Scaladio Market, Victoria Bridge, Rolling Bricks Bridge, Pilgrim's Bridge, Thor Bridge, Iron Bridge, Stevenson's Bridge. Down here we have the Grand Surrey Traders Alley, Southern Grand Surrey. That's the hotel, the Il Palazzo dell'Uso, Maltese Bridge, Old City Market, Old City Bridge. Okay, okay, so we want to go like here. How do I travel? How do I? Okay, it's only letting me fast travel between these 2 points. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go there on foot, maybe. But it says I can place a mark. So... I mean, I might be wrong, but it wasn't giving me the option to fast travel into this area of the map. Maybe because I haven't been yet. So yeah, let's see if I can find my way over to this Scaladio section of the map. Let's see if I can figure that out. At least the map has actual streets. I always appreciate. Is there... This is the map button. Right, so like... Oh wait, what have I done now? What have I done now? Oh my god, what have I done? Right, yeah, okay, let me try and get to this bridge first. That's probably going to be a good idea. Because I need to try and cross this bridge to get into the other section of the map. Where would this bridge be? Although I would... Ooh, okay, new fast travel point. Emperor's Aqueduct. Yeah, personally I prefer a mini map to like to a compass. That honestly gets on my nerves so much. Don't appreciate the lack of a mini map, but you know, this was like a thing. I can't really blame Frogwares because like this was like a thing that everybody was doing for a while. Where the fuck am I? Why am I down here? What? Right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Right. Bloody hell. I can't even... Right, I need to go up there. And around. Yeah, like... Because, like, Assassin's Creed Origins implemented this, The Witcher did it before then, and they said that they got the idea from The Witcher. And, like, that's fine if you've got, like, a really big open landscape, a compass makes sense, but when you've got a map that's got streets, I would rather just have a map.
Extra! Look at what you've done! Criminal Luca Gallici, posing as a medium, confesses to the strangulation of a noblewoman! The cheapest news on the island.
Okay, I picked up, oh, wait, have I got money for this?
Thank you.
Don't I have money? Apparently I have money. So I picked up a newspaper. It did tell me to pick up newspapers. Right, here's the bridge. Yeah, like, I think, yeah, that's what my point is. If you've got a game that's got like a kind of wide open landscape, lots of fields and stuff like that, then yeah, Compass, or like Desert. Compass makes sense. But see, if you've got a game with streets, like actual streets, like a city, minimap is the way to go so that you can actually see the streets. Because telling me that it's in like that direction isn't helpful when I can't see how I physically get to that location. Like if you're just running in a straight line through an open field, you'll get there. But if you're trying to navigate city streets, you kind of need the map so you can see what path is going to lead you to that location, because otherwise you're just pointing me towards walls, which is not useful. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. That's my own personal thoughts. Remember, England expects the need is great today. Are you between 15 and 40? And if so, the Navy requires you for its glorious service. Join today. Skilled artificers and artisans, seamen, stokers, marines, and boys. Washing soap available at all good apothecaries. Right. Where the fuck? Right, I'm going down here. So, I want to go straight down the road that I'm looking at, make a right, then a left. Straight down the road, make a right. Ah, right. We're right here. We're right here. The Chronicle. New fast travel point. Wonderful. Good. I can travel here from now on. Let me in. This is so interesting. I've never played an open world Sherlock Holmes. This is bonkers.
Progresses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or nosebagger spurns local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle. Advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things.
That implies that she knows other
I'm watching
Holmes.
you closely, Mr. Holmes.
Okay, so we can go investigate by the looks of it. Right, here we are. So this is how we, instead of going to like Sherlock's like archive in his house, in his flat, Baker Street, we're going to the newspaper place on Cordona, which makes sense. So, select evidence and 3 search criteria. So this is what we were doing in Thingbejig. That one we just played. The Awakened. Right. So this is the story we're looking into. So, 10 years ago. So, we're thinking that because if it's 1880, then we're talking 1870 to 1879. It was in Grand Surrey, or Surrey. Grand Surrey, I really don't know how we're pronouncing it. Obituaries, that would make sense. Although, when did she die? 69. So it wouldn't be 1870 to 1879 if she died in 69. But, I don't know, worth a try. Nah. Yeah, so my logic makes sense. What was she though? Like, would it be on the front page? Nope. Was she a commoner? Was she an official? I'm doing really well at this, actually. Oh my god. Oh, in fairness, he says it would be in the police archives, so maybe... Maybe it's not in this one. Oh, John, fuck off. If you're judging me, what? There are far more interesting activities than digging through the archives. We could be drinking or exploring, but who listens to me? Sherlock seems to be completely absorbed in his reading. Trouble is, he's lost track of what he came to the archives to discover. Sherlock knows I hate the time spent tediously scanning papers. I'm certain he could do it faster. Is he trying to avoid me? What did I do in a previous life to deserve this dusty tomb, this curse of confinement amid yellowing papers, moth, and misery? Oh, right. This is the paper that we got. It says, fan of the occult got more than she bargained for after a visit to a spiritualist, her own death. Police arrested Luca Gallici, the famous medium, at Il Palazzo dell'Uso after he remorsefully confessed to the murder of a noblewoman. In an unlikely development, the investigation was initiated not by the police but by another guest at the hotel, Mr. Sherlock Holmes. The investigating officer said that the crime appears to be the consequence of a theft carried out during Mr. Gallici's seance. Sources tell the Chronicle that Gallici has a checkered past and ought to expect severe consequences for this latest transgression. Right, so yeah, it seems like we need to go to the police archives rather than the newspaper. I hadn't read that part of the thing. And yeah, I kind of wish that John would stop passing judgment. Like, I get that's meant to be helpful, but it's not. Like, I'm trying things. Like, let me play the game. Let me make mistakes. Alright? Get off my ass. So, up here is the, so if I follow this road to my left, I should be able to run straight up here and it should take me to the police station. Sorry. What's this? Deep Shore Soup Kitchen. I like reading the signs. Ah, Where are these ones? Together we keep the peace, even the Empire strikes hard. The Empire strikes hard! The amazing Alonzo. The wonderful two-headed girl. Okay. Right, so the police station should be here. Is this it? Yeah. New fast travel point, the police station.
Stark do this, Stark do that. I'm not a clerk, damn it. How am I supposed to get those records now? Yes? What is it? Would you like to report a crime?
No, I wouldn't. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I want to use the police archives.
Wouldn't we all?
I'm serious.
So am I. Officer Logan locked himself inside and he's not letting anyone in.
As you do.
But why the archives? Won't that stall everyone's work?
You bet it will. He's looking up all the thieves in Cordona over the past decade. Say one thing for Logan. He's persistent.
What happened exactly?
A tailoress from Scaladio's been robbed. Logan spent 2 whole days at the shop sketching the thief and she still insists that it's all wrong. That shrew drove him up the wall, she did.
Would you mind if I talk to this tailoress? I could get you the sketch in no time.
Get off your high horse, mister. You think you're better than our sketch artist?
Actually, I'm quite certain I am. Let me prove it.
Well, I see no harm in it, as long as it gets Logan out of there. In fact, I need to look up some records too. Here's the address. Good luck.
Ah, we have a new case. So we need to solve the case before we can get into the archives, I suppose. Oof, I can just run into the prison. Straight in.
Prison's now closed.
Okay. Presents now closed, they say as I run into all of the rooms. I'm guessing we may have to come back and do some stuff here later. Although everything's got blood on it, that really makes me feel positive. What's this? Inspectors. Ooh.
Do you know anything about this?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
I knew he wouldn't, I just wanted to talk to him. Like Ellie Noir vibes.
I'm working. She wants a proper sketch, I'll make her a proper bloody sketch.
Stay here. Chief Inspector Placido. The evidence room. Very Ellie Noir. Thought she did working. Keep up the good work, lads. These rooms here that are blocked by furniture. Missing girl. Have you seen this man? Lucky Joe. Cordona's masked vigilante. Okay, so what are we doing for this then? What's the deal here? Right, cases. How do I... Here we go. Sketching a thief. The police need to get a sketch of the thief who robbed Massanini's atelier. I can never pronounce this word. Atelier? Atelier? The sketch artist was unable to capture the likeness of the culprit, but my disguise skills may prove more effective. The atelier is located at the intersection of Knights Road and Trinity Way in Scaladio. Trinity Way. Knights Road, so we're meaning here.
Nice to see you.
We've gone past it now. Where the heck am I? Saws. Okay, Massanini's atelier. Where? Who? Oh, we're going in here? Ah, right.
I'm pleased to meet you, ma'am. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm here to sketch the thief for the police investigation.
Oh, another one. I hope you'll be more patient than the previous sketches, signore.
What does
I
let's do it
suggest
differently mean?
we do it differently. You have a great many clothes here, haven't you?
Why, of course, but they're not for sale. I only do tailoring and mending.
No matter. I'll attempt to disguise myself as the thief, and you'll tell me if I get it right.
As you
Okay.
wish, Signor Holmes.
Can you describe the thief for me?
He was all ugly and beat up looking. An utter rascal if ever I'd seen one. He gave me a nasty look from behind his glasses and then made himself scarce.
And that's it? Could you be more specific?
He was a total villain, I told you. How much more specific do you want me to be?
All right, never mind. Where can I find the clothes?
They're in my workshop at the back. Be careful, won't you?
Okay. Massanini allowed me to use the clothes in our workshop to disguise myself as the thief. The thief looked like an utter rascal. He was beaten up and wearing glasses.
What can I do for you, Sherlock? Ah, look at this old chap putting on airs like some Italian doge. Why don't you disguise yourself as him instead?
We have a job to do, John.
Oh, come on, at least do him first.
Am I supposed to dress up as him? Do you think that'll, like, do a thing? You'll hit dead ends of the investigations if you don't dress appropriately. Luckily, Sherlock has a penchant for disguise, so visit the wardrobe menu to change his outfit. 6 wardrobe items acquired. 4 wardrobe items acquired. That's the thing, there are a huge amount of missable trophies for this game, and I don't even know what the trophies are. So I can see me having to play this game more than once. Have I got everything? I think I've got everything. Right. Wardrobe. Aha! We've got a police uniform, white suit, criminal chic, guaranteed to get dirty instantly, hold your pants up for you, keeping your hands free, ugly beige suit, the worst suit in the game, just awful. I love the devs, they're so funny. Fake bruises, you should have seen the other guy. Light makeup brings out your best features. Old man makeup, wisdom beyond your years. Pencil mustache looks like it might rub off. Long sideburns, facial hair for the too confident. Shenandoah beard keeps your chin away from prying eyes. Modesty is my middle name. Being for the benefit of his eyesight. Square pair for your round holes. No hat, respect the quiff. Bowler hat, what's on your head? Police cap, copper topper. Men's fez, fezzes are cool. Top hat, headwear for the fans of tautology. I don't know what that is. Right, so, hang on. The guy in that photo. So he's wearing a top hat. And is he wearing the beige suit? Or is he wearing this suit? He doesn't really look like he's wearing either suit. And sideburns. Old man makeup, probably. Needed for this. Got it right yet? I mean, it still doesn't look the right suit. Or at least it doesn't quite match. Unless it doesn't do anything. Like, maybe I'm doing this for no reason. I don't know, like... Oh, where's my trophy list? I've got the PSN app now, which is handy because it tells you, it has a thing to look at trophies, which is so useful. Prank Miss Nini. Like, that's probably it. But I don't know if I've got it right. Ugh. Right, hang on, I'm gonna have to look it bloody up now. I want to know! Ugh, trophy guide, trophy guide. I've been playing this game for 50 minutes, haven't done shit. Like, I've actually done absolutely nothing. Like, literally nothing. Very funny. Very me to do that. Right. You have to dress up as our uncle whose portrait can be found inside the establishment. Yeah. There are 4 items you can interact with. Right. Clothes, white suit or ugly beige suit, top hat, accessory none, facial hair, long side. Okay, so I'm right. I'm wearing the right outfit.
Uncle Giovanni? Oh, signore, you look exactly like my uncle. He's the grandson of the Doge of Venice, you know. I knew you reminded me of someone. You are as alike as 2 peas. Perhaps you have some royal blood in you too.
That is flattering, I suppose, but I sincerely doubt it, Mum.
He's a doge.
That's so funny.
He's not an actual doge.
Oh, it was a John's
If you
challenge.
say so, my lord, the doge.
I did not even realise it was a John challenge. So what are they? Halls of Serenity, the Doge of Venice, Sherlock Holmes, he looks marvellous in the outfit. Ah, right, so they come up in my thing. John suggested that I surprise Miss Eve by impersonating the man in the painting before attempting to disguise himself as the thief. He's an old man with sideburns wearing a white suit and a top hat. The man turned out to be Miss Eve's uncle. Okay, well anyway, right, so I need to dress up now as the actual, thief. So, presumably, what did it say? Beaten up and wearing glasses. So, we probably need, like, the bruise makeup, and then, like, a pair of glasses. Oh, probably not a top hat. Probably not a top hat. Oh, maybe not also the sideburns. I forgot I'm still wearing sideburns. Okay, let's see what she says.
He did wear glasses, but not like those.
Not like those.
These were angular and evil-looking.
All right, I'll try another pair.
Okay. What do you mean I can't change clothes here? Oh, probably because I'm in front of her. Although I was only going to change my glasses, but you know. Right. I look like Giles if he's been in a fight.
Your face is too innocent now.
What do you mean, too innocent?
There was something evil about his face. Like a moustache. Yes.
Moustaches.
The kind that all villains twirl as they plot their evil plans.
I'd say that not all villains wear moustaches, but I get your point.
Moustaches. Satan's hair doesn't stop growing from the day we were born, apart from beards and moustaches. I think that's the line. Nope, changing the wrong thing. Whereas, I mean, you can't twirl that, but you know, whatever.
No, those clothes are wrong.
Oh my
He was
god.
dressed in a very fancy beige suit.
Fancy
Must have
beige
stolen it from
suit?
someone. No doubt about it.
All right, I've got it.
Why would a criminal be wearing the ugly beige suit? Women, you are messing with me.
He was wearing a hat.
Oh
Didn't
my
I tell you about
god.
the hat?
Woman.
Go well with his suit. That man had no dress sense at all.
Well, what did it look like?
Oh, just a regular hat, you know, black.
Dare him to go to the police station and be like, the man looks like this. And they're like, so it's you. And he's like, no, it's not me. But a man that looks like me, like this. And they're like, so it's you then.
Ah, it's you.
There we go.
I mean, it's him. It's him.
Excellent. Now I can make a sketch and take it to the police.
Yes, please do. That rascal is still on the loose. I hope they are better at catching than sketching.
Before I
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they are not, but you know.
Well, I suppose you can take the police uniform. An officer forgot it here years ago, and I don't have any use for it. If you want to buy clothes, visit the outfitters. You can find them all over Codorna. I hear they even do free rentals now. Let me show you where the nearest one is.
Thank you very much.
Okay, evidence updated. Ice Cream John. Oh good, I'm back in my regular outfit. That's good, because that outfit was ugly.
Thank you, signore.
John has wares if you have coin.
Yeah, it's very funny. Very funny. So I've got a police uniform. Oops. Now. Oh, wow. Wow. Partner, Coning, Twally. Oh, or Toil. I'm not even sure what that says. Well, we are obviously putting him in that. That is hilarious. That is the funniest thing. He looks like Neil Patrick Harris. Gone wrong. Okay. Let's leave. That is hysterical. Right. We've collected all our evidence from here. What is that? A newsboy. Bold strength to Doge Bench Sherlock Holmes. He looks marvelous in the outfit. Why? Alright, there we go. Okay, so I need to talk to Constable Stark, and we have a picture. I keep pressing the wrong bloody button. Okay. Right, so I probably want to pin that. Oh, we can... Yeah, we can fast travel to the police station now. I mean, it's only round the corner, but, you know. We are lazy. Song of the Siren. Right, where's the door? Over here.
Hello again, officer. I've spoken to the tailoress and made a sketch of the thief. It was child's play.
No, really? And she didn't give you any trouble?
No, no trouble at all. She was quite tolerable.
Huh. Who would have thought? Hey, Logan, we've got the sketch. Come on out.
Can I use the archives now?
Well, they're generally not accessible to the public, but you really helped us out, so I'll just turn a blind eye.
I appreciate it, officer.
What did you say your name was? Holmes? Come and see me after you're done. I may have a proposition for you, Mr. Holmes.
The way he's like, oh look, I made money. The way he's like, oh, we don't usually offer them to the public. It's like, well, why did you send me out to try and get the guy out of the archives if you weren't going to give me access in the first place?
Sorry, I'm busy now.
I mean, I know he did, but like, that's stupid. Okay, here we go, into the archives. I love it, I love the look of it. I love an archive. Right, so, once again. No, not sketching a thief. Right, victims in Grand Surrey. What would I be looking for? Violent crimes? All I found in the archive was an empty folder labelled thusly: Case of Violet Holmes, April 9th, 1869, Stonewood Manor, Grand Surrey. There are no documents inside at all. It seems there really was a police investigation, yet all the case files are missing. Oh, that's not great. Oh. Oh, what is this?
John, I just recalled that we were living here on Cordona in a manor. And there was a
Why
police...
is he on top of the cabinet?
Really? What else do you remember? What happened to our mother?
The memory was vague, a mere flash. I have to find our house.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Look, I'm sitting up there like a gnome. Oh my god. Okay, shattered memory. I just had a flash of memory. A policeman in front of our manor, but what was he doing there? Stonewood Manor must be located in Grand Surrey. I have a glimpse of a bridge and a church on a hill. The manor must be somewhere nearby. Okay, I think that's probably a good place to stop for now then. So we'll just head back out the door and then we will reconvene.
Oh, can I help you with anything
I
else?
forgot. I need to talk to
As
the
a matter
guy.
of fact, you can. The thing is, our chief inspector has vanished, as if we weren't undermanned enough as it is.
Wait, what do you mean, vanished?
Gone missing on a case. Shady business, but that's besides the point. See that board? Pending cases are posted there for any available officers to investigate. I would take them myself, except that I've been told to work the reception desk. Like
I'll have a
some
notice
clerk.
board with side
Yes.
quests.
We're that short-handed.
I understand your predicament, but what does any of it have to do with me? I may be available, but I'm certainly not an officer.
Oh, don't worry about it. Consider yourself a temporary one-man independent police force. That's a bit of a mouthful. There's just one small, minor, basic formality. You'll need to complete our physical
What do you mean our
training course.
physical training course?
Easy.
Well, I'm not one to balk at a spot of exercise. What must I do?
That's the spirit. Sergeant Ermy will show you the ropes. Follow me.
Oh, we're doing it now? We're doing it now. Okay, well we might as well do this then.
So, you're a newcomer. We must be desperate to ask untrained civilians for help.
You're lucky to have a well-trained civilian with a brand new auto pistol in his arsenal.
An automatic? A bit of a braggart, aren't you?
Are you trying to test me already?
That is why you're here, boy. I need to verify your skills before I can allow you to catch criminals. The first targets are in the next room. You know what to do with them. I'll join you in a while to see the results.
Okay, what is this?
Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target to show the sergeant how we do it. Concentrate, Sherry. You need to hit every target.
So strange.
To show the sergeant how
And
we
he
do
looks
it.
insane. Right. L2, fire with R2. Aiming activates slow motion and highlights objects you can shoot on for a limited time to manually reload this way.
Hooray!
Proceed to the next room. Meanwhile, I'll fill out the paperwork.
All right, let's move on, Sherry.
Move on to the next room, new boy.
Come on, Sherry. It's just like in
order.
childhood.
Oh my god. He actually is the Joker. Press circle to toggle between standing and crouch. Oh my god, are we actually doing like full on like combat in this game? Are you kidding? To roll, press triangle. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I'm playing Sherlock Holmes,
Steady,
friend.
Steady.
Okay, now we're
And
doing Tomb Raider.
My favourite mannequins for attack. Let's strike them ninja style. Aim for where you might take advantage and don't forget the environment.
Aiming slows time, highlighting enemy weak points and helpful nearby objects. Shooting these will open up your foe for a rest. When aiming at environmental objects, make sure your enemy is in proximity before you fire. So, like, yeah, I was going to say I can probably shoot that.
I could do this all day.
Please don't, Sherry. We don't have that much time. Let's move on. Our enemies might be stronger than us, but we rely on our wits. Shoot off their armour.
Hooray!
All right, let's move on, Sherry. If you stand here and use your snuff box on them, you can definitely overcome them, Sherry. It's all calculated.
Sherlock can blow a snuff box at nearby enemies to disorient them. Press R1. This ability must recharge after each use, but every arrest you make speeds up the recharge.
Look at that helmet of his. You won't be able to get the powder past it.
Helpful
Enemies-
advice, John. I would never have guessed.
Good job,
Enemies with
new
helmets are
boy. Well, I'm almost finished with the paperwork. Let's talk about your results.
Enemies with helmets are protected from your gun, snuff box, and environmental effects. Always remove a foe's armor before engaging with them.
Well, I must say your results aren't as bad as I feared. Perhaps you're not completely hopeless, but true combat is quite different from shooting stationary targets.
I'll handle it just as easily.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Now, we'll test you against our men. Your task is to detain them, not to kill them. So don't go shooting anyone in the eye. That goes
I
for
would
in
never.
the field as well. Even though you'll be working with the police department, that doesn't mean you have a license to kill. Here, take these.
Oh, I'm not James
They are
Bond.
blank rounds.
How disappointing.
So, are you ready?
Always ready.
Then let's get cracking.
Worried?
Not at all. I can hit them all with one shot.
Good luck, Sherry, and remember, the surroundings are your playground.
Murderous, cruel, and excessive. Try to arrest the enemy instead. Disorient your opponent, get in close, then press X to arrest them. Follow the cues promptly to immobilize your foes. Oh, Jesus.
I'm coming for you.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Too simple.
I'm coming for you.
Wait, what? Wait, oh. Shit.
It won't work this way.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming.
bother moving.
The snuff's ready. It won't work this way.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm gonna hurt you.
It's time to knock this guy out.
May I?
Oh shit.
I'm coming. I couldn't miss the party.
You can tell I'm going to suck at the combat in this game.
Take a rest, my friend.
Well, we got there.
That's enough. You've proved yourself. Congratulations on the arrests. I can't believe you did so well with the close combat.
I did tell you that I'm well trained.
Well, do the same on the street, and you'll be well rewarded for every arrest you make. Here is your certificate.
Yes.
An authorized crime scene consultant. Well, it's now your duty to make this city a safer place. Cordona won't ever forget it, but at the same time, it will never remember. I'll tell Stark all the necessary details about your successful certification. Congratulations.
Now you're a certified crime scene consultant. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. Now, shall we head for Stonewood Manor?
Don't know. You have the whole island to investigate. It's all up to you.
A bandit lair has been... Bandit lair. A bandit lair? Like, this is not... What'd you call it? Ubisoft. No case. Bandit lair feature more enemies and harder combinations than there are in the story. Surviving the lair rewards you with money depending on your combat performance. Challenges complicate combat. They can affect health replenishment, remove convenient objects, unlock as many activity. Activate as many unlock and activate as many challenges as you can handle to earn 1 of 5 ranks. Each successive rank gives you a bigger coin reward. Spend your hard-fought money to buy unique items from traders. You cannot skip the combat inside the bandit lairs, but you can choose not to engage with them at all. Okay, fair enough. Right, so, yes, I am going to save. And we will reconvene next time, where we're going to go and do whatever we're going to do next. Look for Stonewood Manor, maybe do a bandit lair, maybe do a side case, who knows, we'll find out. And I will see you then.